Hello everyone, I'm Bets Golden. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you a really fun card that you can make in no time flat. In fact, I'm not even going to stop this video so you can see how quick it is. So the first thing I need to tell you is what I'm using. I'm using this stamp from Sassy and Crafty, along with the OMG from the iCrafter die cut set. I love this. It's 15 die cuts and it makes it's like the comic words, and so that's what it makes up. So cute. I've already gone ahead and colored in my image, and for this particular card I am going to be using her. I love her, and I have her already colored in with my Copic markers. So this is a really simple masking technique. And so all you need is a piece of heavy duty white cardstock. I just buy mine in like a big journal that you can get on sale. Normally they're $10 a journal. I use my 40% off coupon at Michael's and I get it for $6 and it's 50 sheets. It works for stuff like this. I'm not expecting wonderful quality, but it's pretty darn good. So I just put some archival ink on the edges of that. I like to do that before I do the next technique because it is a wet technique. Then you're going to take the area that you want to mask off with either a die cut that you've already die cut out, any shape you want, or in this case, I'm using this oval cutter from Creative Memories, probably 20 years ago. And I can use this, and then when I'm done, just take it and wipe it off, okay? And then I'm going to, that little area right there, I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper, put it over it, like so, and I'm just going to line that up at about center, like so. Then I'm just going to take some, I'm using Dilution ink spray. You can use any kind of spray that you want, but I like this one because it's fast, and I'm just going to spray it out. That was Pure Sunshine. This one is Tangerine Dream. And then I'm going to hopefully end with this Bubblegum Shimmer Spray. I got the other one. I'm not sure if oh, it does work. Cool. And then I'm just going to go over it one more time in the spots that I didn't quite feel like I got a really good coverage. So that's going to be the Sunshine, and then let me do Tangerine here again, and one more time with Sunshine on the top. And yeah, this is why you have to use definitely a matte watercolor cardstock that can hold up, because I literally saturated the paper. Then from here, I'm just going to take this over, let that kind of set up for a few minutes, and then I'm going to wipe down my silicone mat, just get this off so I can move on to the next step. Again, I'm not stopping the camera because I want you to see just how quick you can get a card together, top to bottom, right? So this is just a little bit of a wipe here, and just want to get this nice and wiped up so that I can move on, because I do want to use some ink on my next thing. All right. And the reason why I'm using the silicone mat is because the glare, there's no glare from the overhead light. So otherwise I would just use the glass mat, but for this particular film, it's better to use the silicone. So you could probably shave 45 seconds off of your time right now. And then I can just take this and whoop, move that off entirely. I'm left with this. I'm going to use my heat tool, not my embossing gun, my craft tool. It's called the Heat It. This is by Ranger. This is one of those things that I was on the fence about purchasing for a long time because I thought it was a little bit pricey and I didn't know if it really was worth it compared to my embossing gun, but it really is. It is a high heat, low volume, and it has a larger area that it comes out of, so it doesn't blow things around. It's not sometimes whenever you have a drop of something, you don't want to blow it around, you want to keep it where it is. And by using this tool, it allows you to do so versus using a the embossing tool that has a nozzle like this. That'll blow your droplets around. Great for embossing and great if you want to do that, but for this case, I don't. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside, let it cool, let it dry. Then I'm going to take my card base that I have right here, and I'm really loving this Prom Queen color out by Simon Hurley. It's a great color. And I'm just going to create my border. I have been on this kick lately where instead of buying, you know, card bases, I'm really enjoying creating my own. I can do whatever color I want, whatever I please, and I can get a beautiful, nobody will even know. I mean, because it's going to cover. I don't have to do the whole thing. I just have to kind of do the edges. And Simon Hurley's ink is buildable, so you can eventually, you'll get a really nice coverage on here. The blending tool circles will disappear. Okay. Pretty happy with that, I think. Let me get the bottom right here. All right, and then again, I gotta go and wipe that down. Just use a wipe in here. I don't know about you, but I keep baby wipes right next to me. I use them all the time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to assemble my card. It has dried enough where I can do that. All right, and then this I can clean up, and even if it does stain, you know what? I really don't care. It's totally fine if this ends up getting stained, but I haven't had it stained yet. I've always been able to get the water off. All right, so I'm going to take this, open it flat. Always important that you do this with your card flat. That way you don't get any kind of bounce, which will create a uneven application of your card base, card front. I am using my Art Glitter Glue, a liquid adhesive for this, because I am using a heavy duty cardstock. Watercolor cardstock is heavy duty, and sometimes your regular good old-fashioned tape runner just doesn't cut it, doesn't do the job. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on the front like so. I like this nice border. I measured this piece down to 3.75 by 5, so it's 1/4 of an inch around each. Then I'm going to take my sassy little thing, and I have pop dots on the back of her. I did do that before, sorry. As I was planning this card out, sometimes I do as much prep work as I can, and that was one of them. But I wanted you to see how fast you can do a card using this masking technique. Super quick, and it dries relatively quickly on that cardstock. Okay, so from here, this is going to go right here, and then I'm going to take, I have these OMGs that I cut out, and what I like about these dies is it seriously it cuts 2 pieces. So when you run one color through, you actually end up getting enough for 2, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I'm just going to place these kind of on the bottom down here so that she kind of hangs over. And what I've discovered is I'm going to put the M down first in the center and then center the rest around. But what I've discovered is some of this will pop out along the edges, which will allow me to place my outline down, and it'll adhere fine because some of that glue seeped out and it dries clear. So it's totally cool. Like, no problem whatsoever. It's going to dry clear and it's going to adhere, and I don't have to sit there and try to get all tedious with you know, trying to get it laid out perfect, because, or trying to get, what am I trying to say? I don't even know. Trying to get the glue on the little, you know, around the edges, except on this one, but that's okay. So this This little guy goes here, and I mean, it's fine. I know you're like, man, you're making a mess of the glue, but it dries clear. You're never going to know it. So, you know, and if you have to do a couple spots, that's fine. You just want to make sure that you use a glue that dries clear. That's super important. Okie dokie. And then, so I was wrong. I had to add a little bit of glue around the edges, but that's okay. Sometimes it seeps out. That's what happened the last time I put this together, and I was able just to pop those right on with no problem. Almost done, not quite yet. I want to make the lenses pop, make them look like they are indie glasses. So I'm going to use some liquid glass. This is from Close to My Heart, but Glossy Accents from Ranger is the exact same thing. So don't pay for shipping at 2 places, just pay for it at once. So if you want to get any of those mists that I used, you can pick this up there too. And I think they do like over $50. It's free shipping, so that's kind of nice. And I do have the link provided for you down below for Ranger as well as for my Sassy Crafty for this image. Now, not done yet. I know you're like, oh my God, that is so cute. So cute, so fast. I know, so cute, so fast. But I do want to, I have to, I'm addicted to these dewdrops, y'all. I got to add some dewdrops. And I'm just going to do the black because of the black letters. I'm just going to do 3 of them. And boom. My card is done. It just has to dry. And you made it in 11 minutes and 45 seconds. Shave off probably 45 seconds for cleaning off your surface like I did. How cute is that? Isn't that not the cutest thing ever? So it's super easy to create a card like this with just some ink and some of your ink sprays. Again, I do have affiliated link for Ranger listed down below. And then Sassy Crafty is a really great new small business, and they have the best stamps. This is the one I used on this one. And then I also have from them this stamp set that I also am featuring on my Instagram as well as tutorials here on YouTube. So make sure that you go check them out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I certainly hope that you do so. If you know anyone that would love this video, if you just want to help me out, if you could share it, you rock. That would be awesome. Until next time, I am Beth Golden. Happy crafting.